What's up, Direct Edition attendees? It's your boy, the Robot Barbecue T1 Mobile. Bring you another fresh heaping hot plate of the Direct Edition. We're going back to the coffee shop. Maybe even get a gingerbread coffee going on. But our clients tonight, our customers tonight are elves, succubi, werewolves, and vampires. That's right, we're in Seattle, and we're shutting it down. Let's get into some coffee talk.
So what's up, everybody? What's going on? How y'all doing tonight? Freya's already in the coffee shop. What's up, Freya? How's it going? Do you want to order anything else? I'm good for now. I'll order again once I finish reading this. Okay, then. I'll leave you with whatever that is. Oh, looks like we got some new entries. Let's check out our Tamagotchi first. Who's our new entry? Aqua. R&D at University of Seattle. Aqua's birthday is January. Friendoma. Hey! Oh, I'm gonna have to do better on that because I can't see that. Welcome to the neighborhood. Welcome to the White Tower. We're playing some coffee talk tonight. Oh, new recipes in the brew pad. Masala chai, tea, ginger, and cinnamon. Zero or Hi Nobu, how goes it? Welcome, welcome. What do you mean? Oh man. Uh-oh. Hey, Aqua. Oh, Aqua, fancy seeing you again so soon. Hi, Freya. Hi, Surreal. I'm Surreal, by the way. Not a whole lot. Finally was able to catch your stream. How are you? I'm doing good. Just getting some coffee talk in. I may be able to finish about tomorrow night. I needed a break from what I usually play, which is like Apex Legends and all my destruction games. If you've never heard of Coffee Talk, I'm a barista and I own a coffee shop that's in Seattle. It's the year 2020, and Jono, what's going on, Jono? Welcome, welcome. Nobu says hi. Say hi, Jono. Nobu, say hi to Jono. Jono, say hi to Nobu. But Nobu, I own this coffee shop that's in Seattle, and I serve my customers are vampires, werewolves, aquas from under the sea, and elves and fairies, and they all have like day jobs and stuff like that. And apparently, I'm the only coffee shop that's open after midnight. And like before we ended last time, this strange alien, we just know it's a space alien, came in to the shop in an astronaut suit. So just found out that might possibly be female. And the alien has come to Earth because she's trying to find a mate, but she's using a dating app and it's not working out for her. So how are you two doing? Same old. Uh, I'm good. How about you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? You, Jono, you cannot get the sea lady's number. I think she may be into orcs, if you know what I'm saying. So you might not be her type. Yeah. You could be an orc, Jono. Uh, um, if I could hook you up, I would. She's very. What's the word I'm looking for? She's like a turtle. She's like retreats very quickly from conversation. Well, unless she's interested. Don't worry about it. Is Myrtle here? Myrtle is the orc that she was talking to, and just so happens that they both are game designers. Or Myrtle or Aqua works in a research and development department for a game studio, and Myrtle actually designs a game, FMC Full Metal Crisis, if I'm not mistaken. So far, it's only me and Surreal. We have you with us now, of course. Are you meeting her here tonight? Oh, it's not that. I was wondering whether she was coming here again tonight. You have her email, right? Yeah. Why don't you just tell her to come and meet you here now? That always works for me whenever I want to talk to someone. Oh, she did the squeeze. She's like, yeah. That wouldn't be nice. It's not that important anyway. I just wanted to follow up on the questions her team sent today. Follow up directly, I mean. Yeah. Follow up directly. Anyway, I should order something. Take your time, Miss Aqua. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta promote more. Take your time, Miss Aqua. It's alright, I'll order now. I have a cup of tea with lemon and cinnamon, please. Tea base, lemon, and cinnamon. There you go. Ah, looks so pretty. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Russian tea, right? Oh, you knew. I heard about it once. I'm pretty sure the only part that's Russian is the name. It was originally from a community cookbook or something. You're right. Whoa, that's a highly specific fun fact to know. I guess I spend too much time browsing the internet. Ah, I was using another thing to say hello. She is a shy. Yes, the shy type. That's what it is. When did you arrive, Freya? I've been here since you left last night. Finish drinking first, Aqua. I'm sorry. I said you haven't left? I was just joking. Oh, that would be crazy. Why? Oh, no. I didn't mean to offend you or anything. I'm a listen. Okay, I'm a pair. I'm gonna bring down Aqua's voice. She seems more quiet than I'm reading her, and I'm gonna raise up Freya's voice because she seems more excitable, right? I don't mean to offend you or anything. It's just that you shouldn't forget to take breaks. Please make sure you get enough rest. Of course I will, Miss Aqua. And of course, Surreal, I'm going to read this myself. Thank you for the reminder. By the way, Aqua. Yes? Where do you come from? Because, judging from your accent, you're not from the States, right? I'm not. Actually, Freya said she's actually the hipster type. She's a writer. She works for. Actually, we have some of her articles here. She works for the Evening Whispers. These are all the articles that she's written. Road trip, death drives, French kissing a cat, swipe right to outer space. That's how we found out that about our space alien, our female alien, and Cyberpunk Love Hotel. Tamagotchi is updated for Aqua. Oh, she's from Atlantis. Mermaid from Atlantis and friendly introvert tea lover. Researcher by day, aspiring indie dev by night. Favorite things: Full Metal Conflicts, the game, video games in general, grandma. What I'm doing with my life. Moved to Seattle to achieve my dream of advancing technology as far as we can. Try to find a place and person where I belong while doing something I love. This is the Russian tea. Despite the name, it's totally American drink. Alright, so she's like, I'm not. I'm from the ocean. Whoa! So you're a full fledged oceanic. Born and raised in the sea. Why did you move here? Chasing the American dream, I guess. You move with your family? No, I'm the only one who could move here. Oh. May I know why? It's not easy for our people, especially the females, to get higher education. I got scholarships and the opportunity. I wasn't sure about moving. But my parents pushed me to do it. How long have you been here? Almost 2 years now. Do your parents visit often? They can. Do you know how hard it is for my people to get a U.S. visa? I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. We're still in contact. We do a video call at least once a week. Do you have siblings? Of course. We are sea people. My extended family is probably as big as Seattle's population. Oh, that's a lot of family. Whoa, that's a lot. Yeah, yeah. You really have that many relatives? Of course not. I was just exaggerating. But if you count my grandpa's kids and grandkids, there are hundreds of us. Holy. How about you, Freya? Do you have any siblings? I have. Not as many as you, I assume. I have a little brother, 4 years younger. He also lives in Seattle? Nah, he's living in San Francisco, near our parents' house. He's a good kid. I'm the rebel. Working some high end tech job while taking care of my dad on the weekends. That's so nice of him. I know, right? That reminds me. I should visit my parents after finishing this draft. You should. Should visit them while you can. I know. Anyway, I want to order something. Another espresso. You know the usual. So, Freya always orders coffee, coffee, coffee. Always. Your espresso's ready. Thanks. Oh, just the way I love it. Ah, who have we here? Oh, good evening, sir. Good evening. Oh, is everything okay? How can I help you, sir? Ah, yes. I don't know what to order. Uh, Something to raise your spirits, perhaps? Hmm. You're doing a lot of humming and humming and hawing over here. Hmm. Nothing you like on the menu? Can make you a custom drink if you like. Actually, are you familiar with uh, STMJ? I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. If you can tell me the ingredients, I'm sure I can recreate it. Ah, look at me. STMJ stands for Susu Tela Madu Jahi. Susu Tela Madu Jahi. It's Indonesian. It means milk, egg, honey, and ginger. Wow. I don't have any egg. Milk, honey, ginger. Understood. Let's see. Wait, do you have eggs? I certainly have. They're not on the shelf, but I'll add egg once I've mixed the rest of the ingredients. I'd love that. 1 cup of STMJ, please. Shit, what do you say? It could, well, no. It's possible. It could be, but I think this guy, he's another cat person, and the only other cat person that we'd seen come in was the J-pop singer, the kid that just left her girl group. Um, Shit, what did he say? Milk, egg, milk, egg, fudge. What did he say? Was it honey ginger or ginger honey? Oh, you know what? It said honey, not cinnamon. He he did not say Ino Shikacho. Oh, look at that. Added the egg. Here we go. It's Indonesian. It means milk, egg, honey, and ginger. Oh, I put the ginger first. Ah, that smell brings back so many memories. It's quite difficult to find a black. What kind of voice should I give him? Like a Mr. Belvedere? Like, it's quite difficult to find a place with a proper STMJ here in the States. I've traveled to so many places, and none of them get it right. You're the first one to manage it. Why are they exchanging these awkward glances? Excuse me. May I ask you girls something? Uh-oh, here we go. Sure, ask away. What kind of things do you kids like doing nowadays? Excuse me? Aren't you college students? No, we're not. Oh, we gotta look closer. I see. Uh, may I ask how old you are? Uh, you're being creepy, old man. Go back to your chair and keep your distance. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be creepy. Hey, Surreal. I just. Who is this pervy old man? I want to. I have no idea. It's his first time here. I want to be able to understand young people. Thank God you're here, Officer Georgie. Officer Georgie. He's lactose intolerant. What's up? There's a creepy old man trying to flirt with us. Where? You mean him? Yes, but not so loud. This man here is Rachel's dad, Freya. He asked to meet me, so I told him to come here. Ah, see, Rachel's our cat girl, our J-pop singer. I didn't know Rachel's dad was a pervy old man. No wonder she ran away from home. Everyone, please meet Mr. Furlong, Rachel's dad. Mr. Furlong, please meet Freya, Surreal. Please, call me Hendry. I apologize for earlier. I wasn't trying anything funny. I'm sorry about that. Wait a minute. Your name is Hendry Furlong? Yes. If you're Rachel Florencia's father, yes. Furlong. Florencia. Why do you have two different last names? What are you trying to pull? Florencia was my late wife's maiden name. Oh, I'm sorry. Rachel chose it for her stage name. Freya. Okay, I think I better work on my novel. I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about. Freya, can I come with you? Anyway, what was it that you wanted to talk to me about? It's about Rachel. That night when you drove her home, was she hanging out with shady people? Well, I think one of them was a bit shady. Hey, I heard that. What? I'm not a criminal. I'm just kidding. She was in this coffee shop talking with Freya and Cyril here. She wasn't in any danger. Are you sure? What about before that? Whoa, calm down. Is everything alright? It's just that I feel that she's getting more and more distant. I don't know how to talk to her anymore, or even when to talk about, or even what to talk about. I don't know what kids her age are into nowadays. So every time we try to talk me into the fight, I have three daughters. We fight all the time. One thing that I learned, give them time and space. But be there when they need you. Or you can just bribe them. One time I had a fight with my eldest daughter. She didn't want to talk to me for a week. I know she loves pizza, so I went to Rocco's and bought her favorite pie. Left the pizza on the table like a trap. I just waited for her to take the bait, just like a stakeout. Once she took a bite of that delicious pepperoni, casually grabbed the slice and sat with her. That pizza really helped smooth things over. After that, she wouldn't stop talking. What if what she loves doing is the problem? Rachel loves singing and performing on stage. I'm proud of what she has achieved with her career. She's really young. But the entertainment industry isn't a kind place. Not the label, not the media, not the fans. And I don't trust her new manager. Rachel's just a little girl. What if she gets harassed? Or forced to do drugs? Did something happen? Well, nothing's happened yet. I just feel it in my guts. Is it possible that you're just being paranoid? I don't know, maybe. Psst. Surreal, I need to go now. Thanks for the drink. Take care on your way. Oh, I just got another Tamagotchi hit. Well, can't you just find another manager? Rachel's already 18, so legally she can sign contracts without parental approval. I've been trying to tell her to quit, but every time I brought it up, we just end up fighting. As a parent, there's really nothing much we can do, other than guiding them and being there when they need us. Sooner or later, we'll have to trust them to make their own decisions. And with everything we've taught them, hopefully, they'll make the right choices. What if she made the wrong choices? I can do a background check on that manager. If that will ease your mind, please do. Now, Officer Georgie likes to come in on his breaks while he's patrolling the neighborhood. So he thinks that the fact that he can take so many breaks in my coffee shop proves that it's a safe neighborhood. So, okay, give me a name. It's Morris. Last name, Lester. Morris Lester. Got it. Oh, Isn't he the guy in today's paper? Anyway, I'll let you know if there's a hit. Hold on, I gotta take this. I've just got a call. I gotta go. I'd love to talk more about this with you. Let's meet again soon. Wait, you have my contact details. Call me if you ever need my help. Wait, man said he had to go. Oh shoot, he's looking at me now, isn't he? Yep. Don't worry, I'm sure everything will be alright. I used to manage a girl band. I've seen bad things happen. That bad? Yes. I was against her joining that pop group at first. But my wife, Rachel's mom, she convinced me to give it a chance. Ever since she's been gone, I don't know how to talk to Rachel. With her wanting to do more of her own stuff, I don't know what to do. What do you mean by her own stuff? Modeling and a solo singing career. It's a whole different world than a band. I'm familiar with that side of the biz. But things have changed, right? Even if it has, I don't think it's for the better. She survived being an idol, even managed to graduate and start a solo career. She sounds like someone who can take care of herself. Don't you think so? She's not ready. I don't want her to get hurt. There are a lot of bad people out there. People that want to take advantage of her. You are her father. I understand you might be worried. However, you shouldn't hinder her from achieving her dreams. I just want what's best for her. Is it really what's best, though? I think she's born to soar. But she's just a girl. My little girl. Seriously? That's your argument? I didn't mean to sound that way. It doesn't matter whether she's a boy or a girl. You'll drive her away if you keep on acting like this. With your knowledge, you should be able to help her achieve her dreams. I was once a stubborn young girl too. Maybe I can give you a little advice on how to handle rebellious teens. I'd love to hear it. Is it okay if I stay a bit longer, Surreal? Take all the time you need. Oh, black magic. Sweet, cool, and magically wakes you up. What was in that black magic? Am I gonna have to make that next? September 28th, 2020. Uh-oh. What's going on in the world? The military personnel stationed alongside East Coast to prevent immigrants flooding in from the Atlantic. That's why Aqua was saying it's hard for her family to get a visa. Werewolf representative pushes the ministry for more accessible sedative. Yeah, because are they experience a fury when they change. So they've been trying to find a good sedative to keep them from doing any damage. Doctor from Salaktown arrested for experimenting with child cloning. That's new. Are you sure that would be okay? Yes. I mean, it would be really hard to pull off, but it's something that'll make the story different. That's my phone. Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully and gracefully. No. Hey, Gala. I used to read him with a gravelly voice till it made me cough all the time. Oh, let's check our Tamagotchi. Do we got Rachel's dad in there? Yep, there he is. What's in the brew pad? STMJ. Milk, ginger, honey. Warm booster made of susu, milk, telur, egg, madu, honey, and jahi, ginger. Let me change his music. Birthday. Onto the bridge. Okay, we'll go with that. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Surreal was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please, don't let my presence interrupt you. Oh, don't worry about it. Although, I need to interrupt Surreal for a moment. Sure, how can I help you? Can I get a cup of... You remember my remedy? Of course. I don't remember his remedy. Do you want to give it a try again? My last order might have been the right drink, but let's give it a try again. Just to be sure. Okay. Remember, it was tea and ginger. Shoot. Is it in my brew pad? It was tea, milk, and ginger. Ginger chai latte, good to calm yet warm your nerve. Yeah. Tea, milk, and ginger. Judging from the smell, this looks like it. Indeed. I have the same feeling. I've made a note of that mixture. Perfect. Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion. Don't worry, Galler. We're done for the night. You're done? I have a lot of new homework, thanks to you. You're welcome. Is Hyde coming? No, I'm by myself tonight. It's gonna be a peaceful night then. That's mean, Freya. Oh, come on. I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though. Yeah. Last time, Hyde is our model vampire. He models, I think, for anti-aging cream. So, because they're immortal and they don't have pointy ears like elves. So, he's a model, and he met with Lua, who's in a relationship with an elf, and they're having all of their drama. And he kind of like gave her some advice without He was a dick about it. I mean, basically, but he took the tough love approach, and she kind of ran away. And Lewis the succubi. She's a succubi who's dating the elf, and their families don't want them to be together. So that's why Freya was there the last thing. He kind of like gave her the advice. So he was like, "Stop being a dick." Well, that's what Freya was saying. Yeah, he needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely. He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies to you as well. Oh, come on. Bailey's! Speaking of the devil, there's an elf that Lewis dated. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Bailey's. Hey, how are you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Cyril was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. It's cruel. It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story? The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own adventure storybook, but for adults. Maybe the story's named Coffee Talk? I don't know. Sounds pretty common so far. But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each citizen you make will give you a score. What? The score will determine which page you should go to. That sounds more like a video game than a book. Funny. I know it's not that original, but my target here is a mainstream audience. Huh? With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. It's like you choose your own adventure show on that stream. Has nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached the mainstream market. That sounds interesting and highly ambitious, Freya. Yeah, at least it's simpler than my other idea, which is making the novel not in the form of book, but in the form of story cards. What? I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist. What did you say? No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finish it, okay? Alright, alright. That's the real said, though. I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way? You'll have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun. If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. What do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. Have I made a ginger latte yet? Is it in my tongue? Cafe latte. I don't think it's in my tongue. Alright, so the cafe latte is coffee, milk, and milk. Ginger latte has to be coffee, ginger milk, or milk ginger. Go with that. Serve it. Here you go. Thanks. Damn, this is good. With this kind of drink making skill, I wonder why your place isn't any bigger. What we have here now is more than enough for me. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. By the way, how are you doing, Bailey's? Still busy with your last client? I'm done with her. Done? As in, you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done, as in, I've finished the job. I spent the past few days making sure it's even done before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. She had some complaints, of course, but I convinced her by using some design terms she doesn't understand. So, Lou, you finish your job by bullshitting her. The finest bullshits, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No. Taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters. Oh, like you and Lua? Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet, if you don't mind me asking? I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know. Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Oh, spicy. And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. Okay, that made it complicated. So back in college, I was going after his best friend, girlfriend's friend. That's a lot of friends. His best friend's girlfriend's friend. Got it. Okay. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay, let's call him Cognac. Cognac has a girlfriend, still following, and that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after. Oh, okay. Got it. She was one of the hottest girls there, but everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you want to date. Why? It's. I don't want to get into the details, but this succubus was super hot, and all the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too. Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all. Because it wasn't Lua, genius. What? Lua was my friend's girl. Holy moly. This is getting spicier. The other girl's name was. Let's call her Rose. Continue. I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac. That's a fake name you made up, right? Yes. Now, will you let me continue without interruptions? Okay, okay. So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much, but I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then, if you know what I mean. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I'd been out, I got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising. What? Cognac was sleeping with Rose. Holy mother of moly. I saw the look on Lua's face, the disbelief, anger, sadness, and without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face. You what? I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu jitsu tutor for kids. And seems like Bailey got his ass whooped. He's pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed that one punch and he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. More like she begged Cognac. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I didn't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad, so Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that. And I don't even remember the exact date, but suddenly that friendship turned into a relationship. That was one hell of a story. I know. Have you seen her by any chance? Yeah. Lou came by a few days ago. How is she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument though. With whom? There was this male model, a model. I didn't think she was the type of girl to go out with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, I see Gala looked up for a minute there because we were talking about his friend. We were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reasons behind the fight, about your family stuff, and then this guy, Hyde, joined the discussion. What did he say? He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval, considering, what? You're willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her? Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or should I say, most elven families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never, ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Like being a doctor, a lawyer. You know, ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, being an artist is not something elves would deem suitable. Unless you become the next Da Vinci. So, when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful. All that because you chose an art degree? Want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua. What do you mean? They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about her how her kind is ruining the country, accusing their religion of worshiping the Dark Lord, accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Whoa. I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Tell me about it. Lou is the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lou is so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family. I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. I. Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help overhearing the story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct? Yeah, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all of those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I I never thought of it that way before. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. One day, you might use the I left my family for you card. We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time, it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It will be hard work because life is full of storms. In marriage, it will not survive on love alone. Dang, Gala dropped some knowledge on him. He's like, boom, got him thinking. Whoa, that's deep. We'll have each other, and that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I mean, no. Why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. What for? Immortality is an elven privilege, but you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Empty their life savings for an $8 pill because in this country they charge 20,000 for it. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being a half breed. There are consequences. Shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I gotta go. I apologize for my intrusion. Gala, you gonna drop a bomb and then dip out like that? No, thank you for your insight. I've got to go too. Want to head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Surreal. And Freya. Bye. Hey, Gala was like, let's see. Let me give you something to think about. What? You made me lose two customers at a minute. Hey, that wasn't on me. You were leaving anyway. Are you going to write that in your book? It's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink would give you some inspiration? Sounds like a great idea. Yeah, that's a STMJ. Milk, egg, honey, ginger. Here we go, another night. September 29th, 2020. This morning's paper. Who vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally? The World Health Organization vows to stop major hospitals from selling Fury sedative. The Fury sedative is what's stopping the werewolves from from turning to werewolves. What's up, Wicked? I'm just playing some coffee talk. Stop the werewolves from the Fury sedative stopped the werewolves from changing. So the hospital's selling that illegally. See, Coachella 2020, 10 reasons why you should go. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. There we go. He never really changed. I know. But it was surprising. Nice. Catching up with people from back then. So, Wicked, Hyde is our vampire model. Alright. He models aging cream or de-aging, whatever the company he works for is like they sell de-aging cream or something like that. But it's a scam because not really a scam, but he's immortal. So of course they're always gonna look young. Gala, the one on the right, is a werewolf who works in the hospital. He's been coming to the shop. I own this coffee shop right here. He's been coming to this shop trying to find a cure, a drink that would help curb his fury. So I've been working on that for him. They've been friends for like 30 years. I think Hyde likes Gala. See what's in my Tamagotchi. Uh, Veteran now working in a hospital. And he's been working in the hospital for like 20 years. Metal Maiden, Full Metal Jarhead, anything warm and made of ginger. What I'm doing with my life, trying to heal myself by helping other people. Bailey's is the elf. Uh-oh. Freelance designer, museum and art gallery, frequent art school graduate, will draw and design for food and shelter. Punk. Been listening to Pumpkin Spice since I was a wee lad. Escaping bloodlines, experiencing life one color at a time. One day I will have my own solo exhibition. Alright. Ginger latte. Yeah. So my brew pad. Missing 4, 3, 3, 4. Only missing 4 recipes. Oh yeah. Huh. Alright, thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. What's up, question? The infamous Jono said to say hi. Yeah, he stopped in earlier before his stream. But wait, I always thought as Hyde as a male. Is he a female model? Supermodel, vegan vampire. I don't believe the sex of these characters is throwing me off. Not all of them, just some of them. I always thought Hyde was like a pretty dude. But now I see cleavage. It looks like a lady. That would explain why she's into Gala. All right. No question. I didn't catch your latest vid. Did you pop the link in the Discord, in the Remnant Gamers Discord? Because Jonah was like, it looks like Rogue. Man, now you got me thinking. Stray boy and a lonely cat. The anxious boy and his love stories on public transport. Cyberpunk love hotel. And she added 2 more stories. Don't mention it. Hey, Cyril. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. I think the last one was the remedy, but there's no harm in checking some other combinations. Alright. You know what to do. It's ginger, milk, and tea. Ginger. Oh, wait. It's in my Tamagotchi. It's in my brew pad. Tea, milk, and ginger. Tea, ginger, milk. Serve it. Try this. Thank you. Tastes just like I asked. Too bad it's not it. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? See, he said Mr. Hyde, so he is a dude. I'm good for now. couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh? Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Ugh, those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I'd had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told him I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gallo. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? Thank you. He managed to cut into it. Oh. Going to okay, yeah. Question: When you drop the link in the Discord for Ribbon Gamers, I'll definitely check it out. You made the cut into it. I made the cut into the video. I appreciate it. I do. I definitely got to make sure I give it a look then. I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the mafia. Oh, and I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Oh, yikes. He wanted me to launder their dirty money. So I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck. The universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before, hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves, war veterans. Ah, I see. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed I prefer it if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. That's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say, something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So, you can say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I need it. Well, thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, sir, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? The hell? What do I have? Tea based drink that's warm and cool at the same time. Tea, spice tea. Warm your nerve, calm and warm. Spice tea. Tea based drink. Warm and cool. Tea. Let's just start with that. Tea. Let's see. Warm and cool. That's as close I can get. Warm and cool at the same time. Tea. Is it warm? Mint. Cool. That's the highest I get. Let's try that. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Speak of the devil. Hello, good people. Hello, good people, and one vampire. It's good to see you too, Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work? Ugh. How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Surreal my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. And I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. Speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going? That's not even a word for you. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families if they require intensive care, such as operations. Go through what we do and how much it would cost. Kind of like business development for people's lives, then? You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients will find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly, it's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. You he needs to be a bit less loyal though. I'd You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years. Damn. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, I told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take that promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. I still get raises while I'm doing this job. Really can't figure you out. That's Scallop for you. Anyway, my shift started soon. It was nice catching up with you both. You going to stay hide? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. See you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Cyril. And you, Freya. See you. Take care on your way. It's kind of hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend. You were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. What's up, Shell? So, how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Uh, alright then. We met at this place back when it was a bar, and he retells her the story. Whoa, I never knew Galley used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front lines. Still, though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? You try to squeeze the story from me. Obviously, he doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya. Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war messes with your head. Oh, you see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma, though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do, or at least it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know about it at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard, and we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength, but then I got to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his. I suggested he talk about it with someone to seek help, which he refused. No surprises there. But I kind of pushed him to do it. Now, it's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions. Freya's so nosy. She is writing a book, though. Excuse me. But in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me, and not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been. Oh, good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, Barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Neil. Yes, Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freda. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? I'd. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you are not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on the image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Ah, the Arami Gendrew album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yeah. So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. Really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you would be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. Shoot. What's on my brew pad that can make him feel something? Caffeine boost, Italian delight, blacker than the moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. Warm energy boost, perfect for a cold evening. Over the ground coffee at the bottom of the cup. Ninja. Spice. Start American. Salt Road. Into bitterness. A warm and calming darkness. I don't know what to make him feel. Try giving him the Milky Way. Milk, honey, mint. See if we get anything from it. Let's see. I hope I got this right. Thank you. What the? Interesting. Before you ask, yes, that's how they drink. This. Did I get it? What is this? We have never been able to taste anything in our life. But this is a breakthrough. We have to report immediately. Done. Thank you so much from all of our kind. You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers. Doing our job in space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date? All the way from a galaxy far, far away? Wow. Turns out birds exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Oh, man. But we believe it is all right to share it with you tonight. Thanks to this eye-opening drink from the barista. I owe you this story. So, why? Everyone, including us and you and everyone else, is tasked to keep the balance of the universe. But sometimes it is hard for some civilizations to maintain balance by themselves, because unknown threats that are beyond each civilization power can appear. And that is where we come in. I still don't see the relation between that and impregnating us. You're quite dense, aren't you? Hey, you came here to give seeds, so a half-breed of your kind can be born on Earth. That is correct. Half-breeds will be half Earthling and half whatever you are. Yes, assuming that you have some powers that we can't comprehend, you're trying to make sure Earth will have its own protector. That is 100% correct. Holy shit. You trying to give us a superhero? Yes, that is what your people will call the protector. But why go through all the hassle? It sounds like a lot of work. Why not just explain this to someone? I'm sure a lot of women wouldn't mind giving birth to a superhero. Sadly, it is not that simple. The future protector has to be someone that loves this planet more than anything. They have to be born out of love, which we have learned is a very complicated feeling on Earth. Hi, Charity. I have to go back, question, and make sure my Steam alerts are working. Or my Steam labs. I set them up a while ago, and they were working for a bit. Hit exclamation extra, I believe it is, or exclamation Jono. Try that one. If that doesn't work, yeah, I have to check into it. No, I didn't take down the link. They should all still be up. I have to log into my Streamlabs and like update them and stuff like that. But yeah, they should still be active. Oh, they're not open. They're not working. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research as far as why they're not working. Yeah, I have to get rid of some, update some, add some new ones. Jack and Servo took it down. Why did Jack and Servo took him down? I kind of liked mine. We have it easier back home due to the nature of our communication. We understand everyone deeply by default, so everyone on our planet loves each other from the moment they're born. That sounds beautiful and creepy. Why? Sounds like your planet is a giant spherical orgy. That was a badly chosen word, but it is roughly similar to the truth. Oh my, if what you say is true, shouldn't we help them get laid with love? Guidance is all we need. Otherwise, we might be responsible for the birth of a super evil person instead. Hmm. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it's going well. I'm not surprised how quirky and unique you are. Not many women can handle that. Could you handle them though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further. If it got you a good story. Alright, question. I appreciate the lurk. Oh, you're not offended by that. Not in the slightest. You're wrong though. I'd go on a date with him, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is this is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Hmm. Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that was what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage, oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You can start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path of starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow, the breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. smooth talker, someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms? It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Mm, why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So, we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink, a condom might be something you can't use at all. Hmm, that's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine that stuff. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. Oh, wait, what? What? The testing object? It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthling is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discovered after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. Take care of your way, sir. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer org? Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? What's up, Mikey? Chilling, just playing some coffee talk. I'm a barista. This is my coffee shop in Seattle. I think you've seen me play this before. Hype, 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 hype it up. Um, well, they haven't ordered anything, so I haven't made the coffee. I make different types. I'm Surreal, the barista. No, I haven't seen her since then. So Hyde is asking about Hyde's a vampire. He's a male vampire, male model. Am- That's a very good question. I actually don't drink coffee, but I can play coffee talk. So Hyde is our male model, and Freya is our regular. She's writing a novel about the people who come to the coffee shop. And there was a succubus who's dating an elf, and their families don't want them to be together. And she was like throwing a fit that he wanted to leave his family and all that stuff. And Hyde kind of gave her some advice. He was kind of a dick, to put it quickly. He was a dick, and she kind of like walked out, and we haven't seen her since. So, but her boyfriend did come a few days ago, and Freya was being pretty nosy to the point that Mr. Gala joined the conversation. My, you really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation unless it really piques his interest or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow, so I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh, well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. Hmm, didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop, so eh, that's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. It is very chill looking. That's it's not my normal beat 'em up or Apex Legend, my shooter or hack and slash that I normally play. It was on sale. Actually in researching some topics for the Remnant Gamers podcast, I found it. So and I played one and it was very chill. It's kind of like if you like being a nosy person at a bar. If you ever gone to like a bar or restaurant and you overhear somebody's conversation and you get hooked to it, that's kind of what it's like. But in this setting, you own the coffee shop and the customers are coming in, kind of telling you their problems. So you kind of it's kind of have like therapy a little bit, but very interesting nonetheless. Very well written, I must say. And not to mention that the coffee shop is all of my customers are like they're like werewolves and vampires and dwarves and succubus. So they're all like mythical creatures. I don't think I've had any humans come in, or maybe one Georgie, who's the neighborhood patrol. Uh, this is a newspaper I get every morning. Dwarven made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. Protests arise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. All right, so the Atlantic immigrants, I've had, there's a young lady named Aqua who's from the ocean who comes into the shop, the coffee shop. And she was talking about how difficult it is for her family to get a visa and come and visit her while she's in the United States. And she can't. She it's difficult for women to get a education, so that's why she left. She got a scholarship to the school she's going to. So she left to go to school and to better herself. I can show you her Tamagotchi out actually. This is a Tamagotchi. It's like our Facebook. There's these are all the people that have came into the shop that I've met. Here she is, Aqua. Research by day, inspiring by night. Yeah, Aqua's R&D at University in Seattle. Neil is just a space alien guy we just met. Oh, so there's someone else. Some more information. Hyde is the vampire supermodel. Used to be a stock trader. Oh, I appreciate your alert. Thanks for stopping in. In fact, I've been blessed. So he's a vegan vampire. That's right. Who else? I thought someone else had some updates. All right, Mikey. Appreciate the alert, man. Thanks for dropping in. Did I get a new recipe? Oh, Milky Way. Milk, honey, and mint. Sweet, cool, like outer space. Welcome. Oh, shoot. I don't like the way this guy looks. Good evening, sir. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division, or FIRE for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of an alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature? Hmm, I don't think so. But what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure, but according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's a pretty eye catching outfit. You think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know? That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that you have been running around after false testimonies. They are superior creatures, after all. Thank you for your help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want to drink anything before leaving? We're good. Take care on your way. Whew. Crap, he's looking for Neo. You really need to be more careful. Hmm? Oh. Good evening, Surreal. Yo. Hello, Miss Aqua, Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We planned to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? Nah, you go first. Okay. Can I get a cup of green tea with a lot of milk? A lot of milk. I meant mint. Green tea, a lot of mint. Green tea. Green tea. Green tea, a lot of mint. Some milk. Green tea. Oh, that's all. Green tea. A lot of mint. Your drink's ready? Ooh, this looks really fresh. I call this Marrakesh, inspired by its origin. Marrakesh in Morocco? I heard the people there really love tea. Let's give this a try, then. Oh my, it's warm, but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. How about you, Miss Myrtle? You want to order right away? Sure. I'll have the Teteric. 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 Teteric? Teteric. Am I saying that right? It added to Marrakesh. Tea. Well, that's the Jahi too. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. Hmm. You need to tell me what it was. Let's serve it. Here's your Tederick. Tederick. Huh. Something wrong? No. Better than I thought it would be, actually. This taste is really authentic. Just like the Tederick you get in Southeast Asia. Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I traveled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned about it in Malaysia? Yeah, and from videos on the internet. So, um, how are things going in the office? As usual, tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress with the problem we've been stuck on for a while. I'm glad I can be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. Oh, I want to say please don't forget to rest, but I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and the team. Ah, as if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know that optional overtime is passive aggressive. We'll stay longer in the office anyway, because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You feel guilty? I understand that so much. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you, or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. The guilt is something that also bothers me a lot, even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, and so on. And we're already used to this, so don't you worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. Hey, cheer up, remember? Your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. Max West. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So, what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Why? Confirm it fast. Confirm they get before they give your spot to another indie. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies. That's good then, and the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually prolific people in the industry, also senior journalists. I know, but I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non traditional. Thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, and you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me? That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event. Hmm, that one is a problem. Yeah. Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight, showing my baby to the public, I just can't imagine the horror. You know what? Huh? So far, my schedule is pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max, I'll come with you. She did the E. No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free, then you shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But, 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 I'm coming with you, whether you like it or not. Oh, okay, good. Now, what are you going to show the game on? I have a laptop. I have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the Expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's the plan. Dope. I can give you the guidelines on what to have for the Expo build. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone. I can send you the bill now if you want. Do so. Okay, got it. Now let's see. Uh oh. Hello, Miss Rachel. Hi, Surreal. Hmm. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. You having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow, but I'm going to perform at Coachella next week. You're still adding new performers? Yeah, you might say that. Those announced this late are backups, uh, but it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yeah, and I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink, something sweet. What do you want to order? Sweet hot chocolate. Sweet hot chocolate. I think add honey to that. Bitter, sorry. Oh, what was the hot chocolate? It was a tea, Ted Terrick, dark chocolate. Mm, let's go with that. Here's your drink. Oh, it looks very pretty. It's warm and sweet. I love it. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. Thanks. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. Dad, what are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening, I was worried. Couldn't find you anywhere around the studio, so I thought you'd be here. And now you're causing another ruckus. We're sorry, Surreal. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyway, I better order something. What are you having? What would you recommend? Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara? I don't think I've made that yet. Oh, what is that? It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger. I think I gave her hot chocolate with milk and honey. Yeah, sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish Sahara. Hot chocolate. Ginger. Oh, and it comes with a churro. Your drink is ready, sir. My, this is amazing. Glad you liked it. Dad, yes. Please just go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good for nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know, Morris. He is not a good person. Industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have informants in the industry, Rachel. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First, you're afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now, you're afraid of the industry too. What's next? You lock me in a house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? You, you're just too young to understand. It make me understand because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from mom? You were together for almost 15 years, but you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Rachel, I am sorry, but I'm trying, okay? Try harder. Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know, but give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn, but I am learning. Or, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I told you I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out, but it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that? Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now please go home. Relax. You don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away, and there's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided. But that's. See you, Dad. Wait, Rachel. And she stormed out. Mm. Excuse me for a moment, Surreal. I think he's about to cry. I'm sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear their argument, Myrtle? Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely, especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead? Mm, no, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even realize, but you are capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, Surreal, we're leaving. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks as usual. Please take care on your way home. What's in the time of oh, the hot chocolates and the Spanish Sahara. Kendry, music enthusiast and father, fan of music, trying to be a better father by running a record store. Rachel changed her profile pic again. Business insider Rachel Florencia. You might have seen me on your screen singing, dancing, or modeling, working on a new album, especially for you right now. Oh, murder. That's the game developer. I've stated before, working on Full Metal series. Nothing new for Opera? No? Hmm. Guess that's all for to. Oh, you're back, Mr. Hendry. Um, are you all right, sir? Sir? Oh, yes, yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No, I lost her. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm sure she's all right. I hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Yes. Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. Left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s. And they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. Met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. Decided to get married and settle down. Wanted a peaceful life. You didn't find peace managing girl bands? No, gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it's good. But what hit me hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. Teenage girls, especially, they were crazy about their idols to the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families, and men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. It wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now? After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche. It's a niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry? They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. You want to be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later, Surreal. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place. Don't worry about it. Alright then, goodbye. Spice Lady. Alright, guys, I'm gonna call it there. We made some good progress tonight. We met some very interesting people. Rachel's dad came into the shop, and we got a little bit more of his point of view as far as their relationship. Bailey got to hear from Gala. Of course, Frey is still working on the book, and apparently there's some type of immigration office that's looking for Neo, who just want to spread his seed and give the world a superhero. So that was definitely quite interesting. But yeah, catch us back tomorrow. We'll be playing some more coffee talk until we finish it up. And this Friday, Remnant Gamers is going to be doing a game night. The Castle Crashers is the game. So be sure to hit that follow, join the Discord, follow us over there. And then Sunday, another podcast. Other than that, catch you guys later.